Hey guys, so as promised, we are getting closer to our trip. We're about 13 days out as of today. By the time this video goes up, it may be day 12. But I do want to go through what it takes for myself to do planning for our trips. I do want to go through basically my holy grail of my book that I keep everything in that keeps me so organized. So as I've mentioned a couple of times before about this book, I do want to go more into depth. Also want to talk about where we're staying, what our plans are, that kind of thing. So for starters, we are going as of September. So September 7th is the day that we are leaving. So this just has an itemized list of what park we're doing, what time those parks are open, kind of what our overall plan is for that specific day. Our arrival day is obviously...
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
And we are staying in a house, and we're very excited. It's actually a lady that lives close to where we are that has a house down there. So we are going to rent her house for 3 nights. It has its own private pool. So in those 3 nights, what we have planned, basically, obviously our first day will be going to Walmart, that kind of thing, checking in, checking out the area. We are going to go to Cece's Pizza. That is Chris's favorite place. Our second day we have scheduled for Universal. So we are going to be doing 2 parks in 1 day. We do plan on going to Hard Rock Cafe for lunch. That's one of our favorite spots, especially when we go there, just to kind of come in an air conditioning building, chill out for a little bit, talk about what we did in the morning and our plans for the afternoon. So this year in Island of Adventure, they did refurbish the Hulk ride, which I'm super excited to go on and see for myself. They did open up the new King Kong ride, which we have never done before, and we are so excited to take you guys along with us. So I don't know how much video we're actually going to get on some of these rides because Universal is very stickler about letting us have cameras and those kind of things on the rides, but we will definitely try to do the best that we can. Friday by that time, so we're leaving on a Wednesday, so we got in our first 2 days. We'll be heading off to Tampa Bay, Busch Gardens, one of my favorite parks. There is a lot more to see this year going on. They have Cobra's Curse and Falcon Fury, which we've never done, and I'm super excited about going on. I don't know if Chris will make it or not, but I'll definitely try. So the people that we're taking, which is our friend Angie and Nick, they are very scared of rides and heights. I'm sure that they'll do fine, but it'll be definitely interesting to see.
One thing though, I was thinking about a game. We're gonna strap a GoPro to Nick and we're gonna play a game at the end. Hopefully we'll get a lot of it. We're gonna say name the scream and the ride. You have to try and match them together.
Day 10, we are going to go see our friends Ryan and Sarah. Now they live in Vero Beach, and we're going to Vero Beach. We've never been there before. We're very excited to see them again. You've probably known them from our trip through the Panama Canal. We met them on the cruise and we've been friends ever since. So Vero Beach Day, which is Saturday, and we will be switching hotels slash, I guess we're leaving the house that day and we're checking into a different condo. Sunday is our first rest day of the trip. Do our shopping. We might go to Daytona. We may go to Port Canaveral. We're not really sure what we're gonna do that day. After that, we will be going to SeaWorld. We are again taking Sarah and Ryan with us, and their new baby Grace will be coming with us to SeaWorld. So SeaWorld, there are a few new rides. We have Mako, which is a brand new roller coaster that just opened up. We also have never seen Empire of the Penguins, so we're super excited to see that as well. On September 13th, which is the Tuesday, we will be checking into Disney. Yay! We'll be staying at the All-Star Sports Resort, and we will be doing our Blizzard Beach that day, as well as checking out the new Disney Springs, which we have not been to, so that's another new exciting thing for us to check out. The next day, we will be doing Magic Kingdom. After that, the 15th is Animal Kingdom, and then the 16th is Hollywood Studios. Then on the weekend of September 17th, we are going to Typhoon Lagoon, which is one of my favorite Disney water parks. We told our friends that we actually get to swim with sharks. We didn't tell them how big they were, but we're trying to freak them out. Sunday is a resort hopping day. So that's basically our rest day to go around and check out all of the resorts. The 19th is an Epcot day. We will be doing the Food and Wine Festival. So we're going to go and check out all the different foods from around the world, which will be really fun. Also with that park, they did open up the Frozen ride, which we've never been on. We did make our fast passes for the afternoon, and we will be checking that out. And with that being said, another ride that has been refurbished is Soaring. The last and final day on the 20th will be Magic Kingdom. Now, this day is kind of a bummer for us. We do want to do Magic Kingdom last because it is a tradition for us to be able to see the castle for the last time before we say our goodbyes, get our photos in front of it, because you never know when you're going to be back. We've been fortunate enough to go back quite a few times. And the bummer is because it is closing at 7 o'clock that day because they've set up for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So that concludes basically what we're doing for the trip. Now I do want to go into more details as to how I've planned things. We do have our packing checklist, the most important things with the carry-on tote personal items. We also always carry with us an extra carry-on bag which can fit on the plane. Now we usually bring that empty, however we do put one change of clothes just in case, knock on wood that nothing happens. So the next part that I do have in my book is the part about our flight information, our confirmation numbers. So the next portion that I do have in here is mostly about the house, how many nights we're staying there. It is 9 miles from the gates of Disney. However, we're not doing Disney in the first week anyways. The second page is all about the second resort that we're staying at, which is actually called the Lighthouse Key Resort. It is only about 6 miles from the Disney gates. And then next I just have information about Universal, again, the park hours, the 2 days, one park, the pricing that we paid. If you guys are curious, it was about $217.90 Canadian for one ticket for 1 day. So a little tip for you guys, if you are going to Hard Rock Cafe, instead of going in and out of the main gate, there is actually, if you walk around to the back side of the restaurant, if you're facing the restaurant, it will be on your right hand side. If you just go a little bit past the building, there'll be a little walkway there towards the Blue Man Group, and the gates are right there. Instead of having to wait in line or going to the very beginning, you can just enter there. It's a lot easier. The next page that I have here is just about Busch Gardens. Again, how much we paid. If you're curious, it was about $77.04 Canadian for each person in our party. And again, that's in Tampa Bay, which from my GPS directions tells me it's about 28 minutes. This park does not open until 10 a.m. It is a later park to open, but I kind of understand because most people come from Orlando to go to Busch Gardens, so it kind of makes sense. I just have some information about, on the next page, with Vero Beach, our relaxing day. It's about an hour and 35-minute drive. Our friends tell us that it's about 2 hours, but with the way I drive, it'll probably be about an hour and a half. Then on the next page, we have SeaWorld, how much our ticket price costs, the different things that are going on the new coaster, basically going more into detail. I didn't just make this for myself again, guys. I made this for my friends who've never been there before. So I wanted to make sure that they know exactly what's going on, when it's happening, and that kind of thing. I have all of our confirmations for Disney, our stay. The addresses, phone numbers are very important, especially when you're traveling and your family wants to know where you are. I think that it's important that you do give them contact information of where you're staying and that kind of thing. So we have booked for Magic Kingdom the Space Mountain, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Splash Mountain. There is a lot to choose from. Magic Kingdom is one of the ones that don't have a stipulation as to which rides you can pick. You can pretty much pick any 3 of them. And I'm gonna tell you in 1 minute how the other parks are. So with Animal Kingdom, we have Kilimanjaro Safaris, Expedition Everest, and Cali River Rapids. For Hollywood Studios, now here's the kicker with the fast passes that I need you to keep in mind when booking them. So with the fast passes, you can either book Toy Story Mania, or you can book Rock and Roller Coaster. Once you pick one of them, you can't pick the other. So if you're going to pick them, what I do usually first thing in the morning is we run off to Toy Story Mania to get that done out of the way, and there's no hassle, no lineup, you're not waiting for hours. They have added a second track to Toy Story Mania, and we haven't tested that out yet, so we're not really sure if that's helped with the line situation or not, but we will definitely let you know. Now, so with this park, we picked Star Tours, Rock and Roller Coaster, and the Twilight Tower of Terror. Now, the next park that we picked fast passes for would be Epcot. This is another one that has stipulations with your fast passes. So with the fast passes for Epcot, we picked Spaceship Earth, Mission Space, and Frozen Ever After. Now, did you hear me say Test Track or Soaring? No. So you can only pick one of those three. So if you pick Test Track, you cannot pick Soaring or Frozen, and vice versa. You can only pick one of the three, and then all the other rides are fair game at that point. We did Frozen Ever After because we've heard about the lines. Right now they're 90 to 120 minute waits for this ride. So we just decided to do the fast pass. It is something that we're doing in the afternoon in the park anyways. So we picked it for the afternoon, and we will just go stand in line for Soaring as soon as we get there and then head on over to Test Track. Now again, the last day, we always pick our favorite rides, and they're usually always the same. So that's, again, Space Mountain, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Splash Mountain. By the way, my favorite ride is Splash Mountain. Out of all of the Disney rides out there, Splash Mountain is mine. And we did not pick Big Thunder Mountain because it is closed for refurbishments while we're there. That is a really awesome ride and would be one of the ones that I would pick probably over, I would probably switch Space Mountain out for it, but I will take what I can get. Now, can you guys guess which ride Chris's favorite ride is?
He needs to narrow it down a little bit more. Hollywood Studios is what I'll say.
That's a park.
I know, I'm narrowing it down to the park.
So in that park is his favorite ride. Can you guess what it is?
It's Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster.
Big surprise. Actually, this guy never liked roller coasters, heights, anything crazy, and he absolutely loves the Rock and Roller Coaster. So as I've talked about before, I do throw in a plastic sleeve into my book. This is something that I do take on the plane with me in my tote bag to have me organized. I have everything clipped together and categorized. I'll kind of tell you how I categorize everything. I always have a budget card. Now, because the first week we're there and we do not have the, we're not staying on Disney property, so we don't have any dining plan or anything like that. So we need to know how much we're spending on food, groceries, gas, everything, you name it. I do write it down on a card as to every day how much we're spending, how much we have to spend, and we need to make sure that we stay in budget. I think that's very important for anybody. And we always carry cash envelopes with us, which I find handy as well. So I'll have an envelope for gas, an envelope for tolls, an envelope for food. Just keeps you more organized. I know it's not for everybody. A lot of people use credit cards. Because we're from Canada with the conversion rate, I just want to make sure that we stay on track. Information about the house that we're staying at, the condo, and the Disney package. So they will send you a Disney pamphlet out in the mail. And it basically tells you about where you're staying, your confirmation, your dates, things like that. It tells you about the Magic Band, tells you about fast passes, the My Disney Experience app. It goes more into detail. And then you also will get your Magic Band when you go to the resort, which we've talked about before. Also tells you a little bit, again, about the Magic Bands. It tells you about the entrance to the theme parks, the entrance to your room, and helping you make purchases while you're on Disney property. Please don't mistake these Magic Bands for being credit cards or anywhere else other than Disney and Disney resorts only. They will not help you at Universal if you only take this and forget your credit card that day. We've had that happen in the past, not to us, but to somebody who came with us. So the thing that I've noticed about all of our trips that we've gone on to Disney is this year, I think they kind of cheaped out a little bit. Now, this is customized. Usually they send you out some sort of like luggage tag that is really cool. We have multiple of them. They've changed throughout the years. We still have a lot of them, which is fine, but we are expecting to get new ones this year, and that usually gets us a little excited. But they just sent this. That's it, that's all. Last year, they did send us a reminder for important dates. It actually sticks on your fridge. It was a magnet. So I guess instead of sending out those luggage tags, they sent out magnets. I found this really helpful. It actually broke down when to start booking your dining, when to book your fast passes, when to begin your check-in, and when your vacation starts. It was really handy to have actually, but they didn't do that this year, so I'm kind of disappointed. For us, we always get travel insurance, so we did get the Blue Cross in case anything happens to us. I know medical can be very expensive while you're traveling to the States, so we do have extra coverage. I always keep that with us. I've talked about these envelopes before for our purchases. Again, because we live in not the US, I guess even if you live overseas or wherever, if you don't live in the US, you need to claim what you're taking in and out of the country. So we are going to be keeping our purchases in an envelope. And then on the back side, I always start categorizing what we purchased. Make things a lot easier for you when going through customs. So I don't carry these around with me every day. I do leave them at the resort in my book, and I just bring the receipts in and I write it down basically at the end of each night. I do have our tickets here, which I'm not going to show you because they do have the numbers on them. And we do have our confirmation for our car rental. We do buy the extra insurance here. I'm not sure about other places, but here in Manitoba, you can purchase your car insurance before you go, so you're not paying those high premiums when you're there. I know that can be super expensive. So I have an extra set of tickets for the parks in case something gets lost, ripped, stolen, wet, whatever the case may be. It is a good idea to take pictures with your phone. Take pictures of your reservation numbers, your confirmations, your ticket numbers, that kind of thing with your phone, just in case something does happen. I know I make an extra set, but if I lose my entire book, then I'm gonna be in trouble. So another tip for you guys, if you are renting a car while you're down in Orlando, I highly suggest taking a picture of your license plate. If you have a rental car, you have no idea what your license plate number is, make sure you have that picture either on your camera or on your cell phone. Take a picture of the aisle and the number spot that you're in so that you can remember where you parked. If you are parking your car at an airport, I don't know about other places again, but I always try to Google search different airport parking spots and trying to get some sort of coupon promotion, and I did get myself $4 off just by doing an online search and printing it. I have also found a coupon for Ripley's, believe it or not. It's $3 off per person, up to 6 people, and I only needed to print it off one time. Now, if you're going down there and you are wanting to check out Ripley's, believe it or not, you can check it out at destinationscoupon.com. That's where I printed off this coupon. But other than that, that basically concludes my tips, tricks, planning. If you guys have any questions about anything that we have planned or when we booked things or anything, any questions that you guys have, I mean, this is our 8th trip down to Disney World, and yeah, we love it and we like to go back every year, but hope to see you guys next time. So if you watch any of our other videos, we do have reviews about other resorts that we've stayed at. You can click the links beside me. There is Art of Animation, we have All-Star Movies, we have Pop Century, we have Wilderness Lodge, and the Polynesian Resort. Please like our video, give us a thumbs up, tell us we're doing a good job, and we'll keep making videos for you guys. Give us a subscribe if you're looking for upcoming videos, because we are going on our trip again in like 13 days from today that I'm filming this anyways, so we're super excited about that. And Across the bottom here, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Thanks for watching.